Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. This is a speed challenge. Hurry up. Have a seat. Sit down. Why aren't you sitting yet? Get your tea. Chug your tea. Chug, 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 chug. Welcome on in, everyone. It's Saturday, but not just any Saturday. Speed run Saturday. Should I do this every Saturday? No, probably not. Only when I have too much caffeine. Only when I have an average American can's worth of energy drink of caffeine, which is different than Canada. Fun fact, there's more in America. We have laws here in Canada that prevent it. Hey, you guys taught me some interesting stuff on Wednesday about New Jersey, which I did not know. Fun fact that I'll just share with you before we get started here. In New Jersey, you're not allowed to pump your own gas. And also in Oregano, Oregon, I don't know. The state with the O. Yeah, absolutely wild. I did not know that. And I've been to New Jersey like so many times. Crazy. Anyways, that's a fun fact that I learned. And then I will also share a fun fact that now you're going to learn. In Canada, there's like laws. You can't have over a certain amount of caffeine in an energy drink. So when American companies make energy drinks and sell them to Canada, they have to slap a label on it that says Supplemented Health Canada, and it looks like official. And they're capped out at certain caffeine amounts. So oftentimes the versions we buy here have less than you guys. On average, there's like 200 milligrams in like a big can. Yeah, well, we're not allowed that. I don't remember what the cap is. It also depends on like the ratio. It's kind of complicated. But for example, there's this one company, Alani Nu, and I think it's 200 milligrams or 180 per can? And we have the same size can, but there's 140 milligrams of caffeine. So they have to make another version of the same drink with less caffeine just to sell it to Canada. Fun facts. Okay, I'm just on a speed run of facts. What other fun facts do we have? There's some heated roads in Canada. Is that cool? Regulate me, mommy? Okay, chat. I'm gonna regulate the chat. Actually, speaking of the chat and regulation, welcome on into the mods who are your regulators. They will keep you in check. Same in the UK, says Mod Carol. You won't get more than 200. Oh, that's a big cap. I don't think I've ever seen 200 milligrams in a can in Canada. I think the actual cap is 180, but it ends up being less when you have to consider like the ratio of milliliters to caffeine. I don't know. Anyways, welcome on in. Today we are speed running nail painting because I always spend like 3 hours, sometimes 4 if it's a live stream. That's what this is. This is a live stream. Hi, we're live. If it's a launch stream, sometimes I'll spend 3 to 4 hours, whether it's painting my nails or painting wheels, and you know, I make it look like it takes a long time. But I often have people ask me, how long does it actually take to paint your nails? And I've wondered, how quickly could I do it while letting it dry enough so that I don't fuck it up? Like, how quickly could you reasonably do a good job? I'm not trying to do a 1-minute nail art challenge like, you know, 2017 YouTube and just have a disaster on my nails. I want my nails to look decent enough. Maybe not like absolute perfection, but good enough. I have never done this. I've never done the like interim in the middle challenge to try and figure out how long does it take to paint your nails, but like as quickly as possible to do a good job. So that's what we're gonna do today and live, so you know I'm not cheating. There's no cheating if I'm live, unless this is live AI. If it is, what did it do to my hair? I don't know. It didn't pull out the curls. Yes, I see some of you saying it looks pretty, but truth be told, I took it out of the heatless curlers, like the overnight curly things, the prairie girl vibes, and then I didn't brush it out so I can maintain the little ringlets, and I'll brush it out later. So it just kind of looks like Shirley Temple for now. Well, whatever. And I just put this headband in because I got to keep my hair back since we're speed running. So we're going to start a timer, but you're the timer, okay? When I say go, one of you will time, and then, you know, we can determine how long it takes. But before we do that, I thought it would be fun to actually watch and react to an old Simply video where I kind of did this, but it was a different type of challenge. And since y'all had so much fun watching me cringe at myself from 10 years ago watching Unicorn P's story, we're gonna cringe again. It's cringe and speed run Saturday. So Simply Logical, what did I call it? 1 minute nail art challenge. That was back when, like, this was trending, you know what I mean? This one. Who remembers? Who was there? Who was there for this? 1 hour versus 1 minute. It's a 19-minute video, but it probably took me like, well, I mean, technically it should only have taken me 1 hour and a minute to film, but with cut and everything in between and video production, it probably took me longer than that. I probably cheated to make this. Not the 1 minute, that was authentic. But let's watch and react to this. I have not pre-watched this video in recent history. I swear. I didn't pre-watch the unicorn one either. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm gonna cringe if I'm gonna cringe, and that's just what it is. So let's make that big. You watched this earlier today as homework. Good job, Patricia. Patricia did her homework. Did you? Oh my god, the fucking poop in the corner. Not the poop. Not the child's poop. Okay. Let me pause this music. Put it on 2 times speed. Should I? Actually, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. Y'all are crazy. Okay, ready? We're gonna speed run, watch, react to my old video. Wait, I don't want that. Live news. No, thank you. Okay, ready?
Got 1 minute? It's not a problem anymore. Well, hello everyone, it's me, Christine again. And sometimes I feel like I don't have much time for nail art anymore. You all know this. So I thought it would be fun to give myself just 1 minute to do nail art and see if I'm just making excuses, or if doing nail art that quickly is really just gonna turn out like a disaster that wasn't worth it. Sometimes you have 5 minutes to get out the door and you really need that scale gradient nail art on your nails, you know? That's just life. I've seen a lot of the 1 minute versus 10 minute versus 1 hour type videos, and I think it's a really cool experiment to see what you can achieve if you spend.
This is TikTok in 2025. Wow. All we had to do in 2019 was just 2x the content. And all of a sudden I feel like I'm watching TikTok in 2025. Skibbity toilet. What the fuck? Don't speed it? Okay. Yeah. We'll put it back to normal, but that was a fun experiment. I'll restart it.
Anymore. You only got 1 minute? It's not a problem anymore. Well, hello everyone, it's me, Christine again. And sometimes I feel like I don't have much time for nail art anymore.
True. Still
you
true.
All know this. So I thought it would be fun to give myself just 1 minute to do nail art and see if I'm just making excuses, or if doing nail art that quickly is really just gonna turn out like a disaster that wasn't worth it. Sometimes you have 5 minutes to get out the door and you really need that scale gradient nail art on your nails, you know? That's just life. I've seen a lot of the 1 minute versus 10 minute versus 1 hour type videos, and I think it's a really cool experiment to see what you can achieve if you spend different amounts of time on whatever it is you're doing. But for nail art, the way I see it is you either spend as much time as the nail art technique requires you to spend to do a good job at it, or you do it really quickly. So rather than
I want to do a good job today. I love how I'm like lying out the methodology. What is stats, lady?
Replicate this concept with 3 different time intervals. I'm gonna do a nail art technique on one nail for however long it takes me to do it well, whether that's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, and then try and recreate the same nail art with the same technique in just 1 minute.
R.I.P.
And I will do this a total of 5 times with 5 different nail art techniques.
What? I don't remember that I did that. I'm crazy. That's why it took me so long. I had a feeling, I'm like, this video, I swear I was like all downstairs all day, but how does that make any sense if I did like an hour and then 1 minute? Now I understand.
Techniques, 1 for each finger. In the end, we could use however long it took me to do the good nail art on one nail and multiply that by 10 and assume that that's how long.
It really seems like I have no life. I have to say, like, if I just forget that that's me and I'm just watching this person, like, you know, like you guys are just say you just discovered me and you happen upon this video. You're like, wow, this chick has literally no life. Who the fuck does this? Why do you need to do this? Why are you doing math about your nails? What is happening? Why did I do this?
Long it would take you in total to do that nail art well on all 10 fingers. And by the same logic, if I'm allowed 1 minute per nail for the challenge portion, then if you multiply that by 10, that's like a 10-minute full mani nail art challenge. Makes sense? Okay, let's go. So I've already done my creative nail art brainstorming here. Never forget to brainstorm.
That's
you gotta
cheating.
Save time and be prepared. You ready?
No,
all right, let's go.
That's a lot.
Simply voiceover here. What up, peeps? Figured I might as well give you a little quickie voiceover tutorial for
what nail
old
polish
time's
is
sake.
that?
And also because some of you I know actually want to know the nail art tips and tricks, so I'm gonna show you.
This is right, just for context. This is September 2019, which was a couple months after HOLO Taco launched in July of 2019. So what of this was HOLO Taco? Not much. Spoiler alert.
How I do a couple common nail art techniques when I'm actually putting full effort into doing it well. First off, we gotta peel my peelies. Just oiling them up with my DIY nail oil first. And I just did this manicure earlier in the day, so the peel is gonna be more of a wet, soft peel instead of popping peelies. You feel me? But don't worry, we still got them. Gotta peel them all. Now I'm naked, don't look.
This is your favorite Simplyspeedlogical?
Is that my tea, man?
Here's one. You can enjoy that as long as you like. And then this one,
made
you
this
have
one
to chug
myself.
in a minute.
I can't chug hot tea in a minute though. Like I'll burn my esophagus or something. What if you steeped
He wants
tea
to kill
for
me.
1 minute versus steeped it for an hour? Oh my god, this challenge has so many possibilities. First up, we're gonna do this.
I do
very
that by
tiny
accident
glitter
sometimes when I
placement
leave
nail,
my
which in the
tea
past
mug.
has taken me over 10 minutes to show you in a tutorial, so this will be a speedy, abbreviated version. Let's start the clock. I'm starting off with a ridge filling base coat on all my nails today to get them nice and smooth. Yes, it's because I'm testing prototypes. Shh. Always let your base coat dry for
That was OG Smoothing Base. Her first appearance.
a couple minutes, have a sip of tea, then time will fly by, you know? I also recorded all the time I spent waiting for things to dry, so we can use that as a different metric when we examine the outcome of all of the nail arts. Alright, I'm dry. Let's go. We're gonna slap on some Royalty Blue by HOLO Taco creme polish as a base for this manicure. Let dry after first coat. Sip tea.
That was when it was thicker.
We got this. Second coat.
No!
Now get a toothpick. No, not for your teeth, but for to use to put glitters on your nails. I use a yogurt lid as a kind of a plate to spread around my glitter so I can pick it up
do
easier.
that. Well,
I'm
not
using one of
this,
the smaller kinds
but
of
yogurt
glitters,
lid.
which makes it harder and longer to do. But there's also a larger size of hex glitter that you can use. I've done that in a previous tutorial as well.
Damn, she loves wasting time putting glitters on her nails.
You're on a clock. Let's go. Start off by
It's
wetting
not getting
little
started.
sections of the nail one at a time with a clear polish. Not a quick dry glossy taco because those dry too quick. Then you're gonna lick the toothpick. That's right. It's not weird. I mean, you put them in your mouth anyways. Then dip your wet toothpick onto the lid of glitter and pick
True.
one glitter up at a time and place them one at a time. Now the idea here isn't just to randomly lay down a bunch of glitters. In theory, you're supposed to place and align the hexagons against each other so that their sides line up properly. Now this is really hard when you're working with glitters that are so tiny. So I kind of just, put one down, move it around to try and make it fit like a mosaic and, hope for the best. This technique takes a lot of practice, and honestly, I'm out of practice. And because this technique requires lots of concentration and lots of time to do, that's why it's important to add the clear polish in sections so that you can work slowly as you go and build the glitters up to the top of the nail.
Did anyone need a tutorial on this? Like, I was like seriously telling you some tips. Like, no one cares. Why didn't I like this video?
Once you're done, you can gently press the glitters into the base polish.
Like this video.
Now we go into Glossy Taco and seal those glitters in. Of all nail arts, for this one, you especially want to make sure that your Glossy Taco is nice and thick.
Glossy Taco.
In fact, with glitter
Glossy
placements,
Taco.
I always do 2 coats of Glossy Taco. Because you see, after I let 1 coat of thick Glossy Taco dry, you're
True.
still seeing some texture above the glitters, and we want to try and minimize that.
Double
So
that
we're gonna
Glossy
add a
Taco,
second
girl.
coat of nice thick Glossy Taco, just like nail polish. And clean up on aisle 3 around the edges, because you messy. And there we go. Let's check the clock.
39 minutes. It took me to do one fucking nail. That'd be almost 5 hours if you did just 5. Oh my god.
That is a long time. So long that now my tea is cold. I'm gonna continue
That
on.
was before I had a hot plate. And I'm obviously drinking out of a styrofoam or whatever. Plastic, I don't know. Cardboard? Cup. But now, see, I've upgraded. I've changed. Simply, you've changed. Now I drink out of real tea mugs on a hot plate.
With the mini tutorials for the 4 other nails, and then we'll
So
do
it
the
stays
1-minute
warm.
challenge versions of all the nail arts after. All right, next up, Rainbow Gradient. Slap that ridge filling base coat on. Wow, this stuff really makes my nail look almost not yellow. Remember when I said to prepare? Yeah, see, look, that's practice. When doing a gradient, I recommend putting down a base polish color first, and pick the color that is the lightest of all the shades that you're using in the gradient. And now we gotta protect our skin from the nail polish by adding a layer of liquid latex around your nail, so that way when we sponge on nail polish, it won't stick all over our skin. Then you gotta let the liquid latex dry for a couple minutes, and we're gonna get a fresh sponge here, and the sponge is a latex-free Triangle Cosmetics foundation sponge. Now I'm laying out the colors of the rainbow one by one. Don't make the stripes too thick or else the rainbow will go past your nail and all the colors won't fit on your nail. When I'm taking my time, I like to test the gradient first. Looks good. We shall
Dab, dab,
proceed.
dab.
Then you gotta refill the sponge and dab it down on the nail. With quick but light dabs. Not too heavy, you don't want to push into the nail, and don't gloop it on too thick either. You want to gently blend the colors together. And then we do 1 layer at a time to build up the colors. Okay, looking good, but let's do it again.
Yes, baby,
In my mind,
simply.
more layers of nail polish is never a bad thing. Yeah, no kidding, Christine. But I do think you're gonna get better results if you do thin, lighter layers, letting them dry in between each other, rather than trying to do like one super thick layer that's just gonna turn out gloopy and ugly. Don't rush the nail art, okay? Things of beauty take time. And then you're gonna peel off the
Don't rush it,
protection
she
layer.
says.
And look at that, your finger is
She
not
has a
pregnant.
1-minute
Congratulations.
version.
If necessary, do a little cleanup using a cleanup brush dipped in acetone, and we're done here. So you can add a nice thick coat, a Glossy Taco.
I have the same bottle.
And the clock says
23 minutes. And
Next up,
9
nail
minutes of
vinyls.
drying.
Ridge filler base coat. After you have your base coat down, you're gonna add a nice
Okay,
thick coat of
nail
Glossy
vinyl.
Taco,
I think-
because
I think
we're
we
gonna
get the
add nail
point.
vinyls next.
Here.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen some of my past nail art videos, it is extreme.
I just want to get to like me doing it the crazy way. So this is just nail vinyl. I wait 20 minutes for it to actually dry before adding the nail vinyl after a Glossy Taco. Took 43 minutes. Crazy. 43 minutes. Hello? That's a good screenshot. Okay.
How about that? Paint the nail black with 1 coat of 1 coat black. Let it dry a couple
Woohoo,
minutes
1 coat
and
black.
get interrupted by my
OG.
cats. Hey girl, what you
My
doing? You wanna
G.
join
Aw.
the nail art challenge? Can't waste time. Cats, stop distracting me. Now we're gonna do one of the easiest techniques known to
What's
clean.
that?
Just add a hollow taco. Stare at the hollow for a few minutes while it sets.
Did I? This is nail art? I guess that was my joke.
And then add a nice thick coat of Glossy Taco to seal it all in. And what do we got?
7 minutes to do 1 coat black and flaky hollow taco. Was this an ad for like just how easy it is to make a galaxy on your nails with flaky hollow taco and not waste any time? So good.
And yes,
We
I know
sold
just
out, so it worked.
adding a hollow taco doesn't really qualify as nail art. But give your girl a break, okay? I've already been in this room for like 3.5 hours
Yeah,
now.
I was okay. I just said I've been in this room for 3.5 hours so far. Okay, I deserve that then.
Okay, last up, we got the thumbnail. Let's do a classic dotticure nail art. and
That's
see how long that
crazy.
takes. Open all the polishes you want to make
How
dots
long did
with so
that
they're
take?
readily available.
Okay,
And first,
just guess how long that took. I'm gonna guess 42 minutes. I don't know. Siler.
look at me work. Look at me go.
My hollow phone.
I didn't really have a particular pattern in mind. A dot here is one of those designs where you can just kind of start in one corner and build to the next. And this is what my brain decided to make. And because I can't help myself, I added more dots inside of the dots. I like to wait a few good solid minutes before adding a glossy taco, or else you risk smearing all of your hard work. And when you do put the glossy taco on, do it gently. Float it across the nail, you know? And the dotty streak took me
pretty good. Oh, I overestimated. I guess that's easy. You just kind of dot, 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 dot. Yeah, actually a dotticure is a pretty not too time consuming one, as long as you're not doing like dots on top of dots, because then you'd have to let it dry, which I don't know how I achieved this. But yeah, I was way off. I think I was just like, I need to finish. I've been in this room for like 4 hours probably.
And there we have it, 5 different nail arts that took me quite a bit of time to do just one nail each. Which one's your favorite? Comment down below.
Wow, they look so good.
Comment down below. Which one's your favorite?
To spend hours on them. I did. Let's tally things up here on my very scientific spreadsheet. The nail art that took the longest in total, including drying time, was surprisingly
the nail vinyl one, because you have to wait like a decent 20 minutes or more, you know, just so you don't risk fucking it up and ripping up the base. Obviously that one takes the longest. Then glitter placement, because you're literally placing each glitter. So this is a kind of a good map for you guys to know which nail art is going to take you longer than others. Look at this like useful knowledge I was spreading. Did anyone save this at the time? Did you use this? Do you refer to this?
nail vinyls. 43 minutes for this. Just this. Now that does include drying time, which accounted for over half of the total time it took. Now if I did this design on all my 10 fingernails, it wouldn't necessarily be 43 minutes times 10 nails, because you can save on drying time by going to each nail for each step. And by the time
Thank you, Miss Methodology.
10, you can go back to number 1 and it's probably already dry.
Okay. Oh my god, I made an estimated nail art time if you take into account the drying time just for one nail only and then multiply it by 10. Wow. Can you say nerd? What's nerd in every single language? I mean, like, this is coming from my my day job of, you know, being a crime stats analyst and always like controlling for this variable. And what does it look like if we do this? Crazy. I gave you the formula, sort of. Okay, so basically, in conclusion, flaky hollow taco over black takes the least amount of time and would be the most efficient nail art to do on all 10 nails. Go. At 20 seconds. Sorry, 20 minutes in hours. 20 minutes total for all 10 nails. Oh, actually, that's a good benchmark. So, from my previous research, Simplyspeedlogical 2019. Wait, let me say that better. According to previous research, bracket Simplyspeedlogical, comma 2019, close bracket, the quickest way to do nail art well totaled at 20 minutes for all 10 nails and consisted of 1 coat of 1 coat black, followed by flaky hollow taco, followed by glossy taco. Therefore, if I were to do just 5 nails on stream today and try and have it be as most efficient as possible, so that's just 5 nails instead of 10 nails, I could, in theory, do a base color and then a topper, and it only take me 10 minutes. Right? Hypothesis. Now, I actually think it'll take a little bit longer because there is like the confounding variable of if you reduce the number of nails, then you're actually gonna there's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not return on investment, diminishing returns when there's actually like less volume. So there's less than 10 nails. So we're gonna lose some of that time. So it might be a bit more than 10 minutes, maybe like 12 minutes, 12 to 13 minutes. Okay, noted.
2 hours. Not bad. Or is that bad? Is 2 hours a long time to spend doing your nails?
All this goes to show that nail art really does take a lot of time, doesn't it? I think it's easy to get the impression by watching nail art tutorials on YouTube that a lot of nail art can be done quickly and easily because you watch a 10-minute video and you're like, hey, I could do that. But in reality,
we all
the nail
lied
artist might
to
have spent
you.
6 hours at their desk doing that. All right, now that I've got these beautiful nails on that I've spent a total of... I'm gonna take them off and recreate them all with just 1 minute each.
So sad.
All right, I'm naked and ready to begin.
Okay, ready? This is a good part. How
You're gonna be the
messy.
referee, though. Bam! I'm allowed to prepare in advance, right?
Okay. I
Yes.
think you're...
Got my reference picture. Ready? Tell me when, Ben.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Better dump the glitter. It's just something I can dip my finger in. Don't have time to paint a base color. Yeah.
3 seconds.
No problem.
15 seconds.
Okay, that was a good idea.
Oh, I'm done. Wow. Not bad. I mean, it's
Like, good strategy. I just fucking blew it everywhere.
definitely not a glitter placement because I didn't place the glitters anywhere in particular. I'm not gonna have time to add liquid latex, am I? I'm ready.
Counting down.
Wait. I'm not ready.
All right, doesn't matter if you're ready. We're counting down. 5, 4, 3.
We gotta do a second coat real quick, guys.
This did not
No,
turn out. No.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2,
No.
Wait.
1.
No, I didn't have time to take it off.
Happy New Year! Oh, you just like painted your whole face.
There's no way to do a gradient quickly. You have to have patience to do a gradient, okay? Add that to the conclusions.
Pretty much.
It's finger art.
It's not so hard to get a gradient in under a minute, but it's just the mess I'm gonna have to clean up after. There's even a Menchie hair in it. Didn't have time to take that out. I think this is gonna be the hardest one to do in a minute. How can I not let the glossy taco dry? That's illegal.
4, 3,
It is
2,
illegal.
1, go.
Go to jail.
I got time
Don't
for
let
no
your
base
taco
coats.
dry.
Just a wet prototype.
You showing people that already?
Adding a glossy taco and we're gonna give it 10 seconds to dry.
It was not Milky
Oh my
Way.
god, it's a mess. It's disgusting. Ben, no! We gotta peel.
Peel.
Well, kids, now you've learned your lesson. What happens when you don't
Don't do a nail vinyl nail art quickly.
let the glossy taco dry? All right, next we have something that I might actually be able to do well in a minute.
You got this, girl.
I got this. Okay, ready? Start the clock, bitch.
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, I just put the glitter everywhere. We're good. We be
You have time to let it
chilling.
dry and
I may even have time to add a glossy taco on this.
You can't. No, don't do that. I'm reaching.
I mean, does that count as nail art, though?
Well,
It's just putting on a HOLO taco nail art.
do my nails look fabulous? Okay, that's the better question.
Hey, maybe this is the answer. You gotta be out the door in 5 minutes?
Just add a HOLO taco. This is not sponsored by HOLO Taco.
Got this, girl. Yeah.
No.
Sydney still got it.
No, I
12
don't.
seconds.
I don't. Stop it.
10, 9, 3, 2, 1.
All right, what do we think?
Okay, that's
Actually,
ugly.
not bad.
You did that.
It's not that bad. It looks like paw prints. That's pretty good for rushing in 1 minute.
Yeah, bitch.
What do you think? That's 2 hours. That's the total like net time once you take away the time in between. But it was probably like 6 hours in the basement. All right, which one of these are you? Let's do a poll. Which one are you more likely to be? Which nail art are you? 2 hours, 5 minutes. Go. Is that what you're doing today? Well, not this nail art, but let's finish the video and we'll get to it. That's a good joke too. When you order something online versus when it arrives.
All right, everyone. This was fun. Let me know down in the comments what else I could do for just 1 minute.
I have an idea.
That's all it'll take.
Ben!
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
All right. We did it. We speed run that. Okay. Camera on. I'm going to pre-select my nail polish because that should not be confounding the time it takes me. So I'm just gonna take my time picking my nail polish. You guys answer the poll, and then we'll start the timer, and I'll re-explain in case you're late to class. Which nail art are you? Wow, we've got a overachieving chat. 66% are more likely to be the 2 hour it takes to do nail art group. 35% are like, nah, bitch, I'm out the door. All right. Okay. Right. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to do a 1 minute nail art challenge because as Simplyspeedlogical 2019 has proven, it's just messy. It's just messy. It's not worth it. You got to invest a little bit more time. But how much more time do you need to do an actually decent job, but also not like spend 2 hours at your desk, you know? Sometimes I dilly-dally painting my nails, you know? And I'm sure 66% of you do too. So I want to make it more realistic. Like, how realistically quickly can I paint my nails, but do it well? You know, I'm not painting on while the base coat is still wet. You know, it has to be reasonably dry. I'm not throwing on my glossy taco when the base polish is still, you know, trying to dry down. I'm just pre-shaking my bottles. But I'm gonna do base coat to top coat because that's how most people, that's how you should be doing your nails. Don't skip the base. I mean, whatever. If you have to skip something, skip the base, and too bad if your nails are stained or slightly bumpy, but that's your consequence you're gonna have to live with. Never skip glossy taco. That, you literally go to jail. And I'm not gonna bail you out. Glossy taco actually helps you in the future because it helps your nails dry quicker. So if you just paint your nails with nail polish and don't put a glossy taco on, and then like 3 hours later you're like, my nails aren't dry. You didn't put a glossy taco on. That's the quick drying recipe. Hello, Chris. Male species here. Oh my God, the 10%. You always say to wrap the tips of your nails. I have very short nails that don't extend past my finger. How would I wrap? I have a live stream and a highlight on this using Ben, who is also from the male species. And so you wrap the tip, get it on your fingertip, and then take a cleanup brush, dip it in acetone, and go under your fingertip. There's a demo. If you literally search, if you go to my videos on this channel and you search short nails, I think you'll find it. So basically put the nail polish on your finger and then wipe it off. All right, are we ready? Someone's gonna start a timer when I say go, not yet. But I just wanna do an overview of what I have. Okay, here's what I'm working with. I've got quick dry base. Strategy, didn't have that in 2019. And then I wanna paint my nails in a Skittle, a sunset linear hollow Skittle. That's what I'm feeling. Sorry, some of these are RIP retired, but it is what it is. It's just, I'm wearing orange. My shirt inspired me. So linear hollow Skittle. And then I'm gonna add scattered hollow taco. I feel like that's on average a good mani. Or sorry, not a good mani. The average type of mani that someone might wanna do. You can obviously do the same color. I don't think that really changes the amount of time. I'll just make sure to have all my bottles open. Opening my bottles, so vibrant, right? Have everything you need around you ready. So I'm gonna even put them in the order that I'm going to paint in. I'm gonna do pinky, and then I'll end with my thumb being yellow. Let's move my keyboard back so I don't spill on it, because this shit's gonna be quick. Don't blink. Okay, and then I have my acetone ready here. I have a little paper towel just to do this on if I need. All right. Okay, ready? And I'm gonna turn on different music. Start the clock. Quick dry bass. Now we gotta let it dry. You're holding your breath. Don't breathe. Well, now I just sit here. There's a lot of drying time involved in nails. The base being part of a timer would end me. Well, we can also do a calculation if you subtract the base. You set a timer on your phone. Perfect. Jessica Smasica. Everyone set a timer. We will compare the results and I will pick the lowest. Should I blow on it to cheat? I normally don't blow because then I would blow like my hair on it or something. But I do normally use, I have an air purifier that also kind of like blows air. So that's what I do. Fan? Fan! Fan me! I'll use this nail wheel. Yeah, I don't want to spit in my nails either. That's not good. The real speedrun strat would be to use the one coat crumbs. That's true. That is true. Then I'd be the world's first lady to arrive at the quickest manicure ever. Does fanning actually help? A little bit. Peggy, my anniversary collection literally just arrived. Woohoo! Quick, go get it. Start painting. See if you can beat me. Pinky looks less shiny. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna inspect. Gotta make sure it's good. See, the pinky is drying down. It's still a little bit wet though on the next nail. But good observation. See, the pinky looks dry, but that one's still wet. Let's go. Let's fucking go. It's drying for 2 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty good. What expectations do you have? I also put on a thick enough coat, but that's just my my tendency. I always do a thick coat. Okay, I think it's working. It's working! Alright. Ready for the next step? Well, we could do a little touch. Pinky's definitely dry. But this one, there's like a spot there. Why is just this nail's wet? What the fuck? Hello? What's wrong with you? I usually wait 5 minutes before I paint. That's probably a better recommendation. but I'm trying to do efficient but well done. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with magenta jelly on the pinky. Maybe by the time I finish that, the subsequent finger will be dry. Maximum efficiency, calibrating. Should I only do one coat? No, I gotta do two. Perfect. Next, hot wire pink. Stunning. Red licorice. I love a good Skittle gradient. Feeling like a sunset. Yeah. Didn't I use red licorice on stream like a couple weeks ago? Oops. No, no. We have a little flood. It's okay. It's just a baby one. Ready? I'm gonna clean acetone, clean up brush. Clean up on aisle 6 immediately. Don't let it sit there. Don't let it sit in the cuticle. Oh my god, my nose is running. I'm sweating. No, I'm not. But just my nose is running. Okay. So satisfying to watch. Honestly, our linear hollows are just delicious enough to eat. Don't eat it. Okay, next, orange drink, RIP. Nobody likes orange nail polish, apparently. I don't know why. It's a big, beautiful orange nail polish. Do you remember that video? With Zyler's hair? Should we react to that one? I'll get views for a different reason. No. Okay, lemon sucker. Painting the thumb in the air is hard. Painting the thumb in the air is hard. I don't know how the Instagram influencers do it. I'm like, I cannot paint my hands in the air. Like, I just don't care, okay? Also, this thumbnail broke. That's why it's crooked. But she's growing out. She's getting better. First coat, done. I need to wait before doing a second coat. Simply, what's on your other hand? I thought you'd never ask. What's on my other hand? It's precious cargo. It's crazy how like it looks totally different in this lighting because I have Beauty Guru lighting. That's that linear hollow but multi-chrome in diffused Beauty Guru lighting. Beauty Gurus. Peak 2019 Beauty Guru lighting. I haven't changed a thing. Drinking tea with my other hand. This is such a good summer Skittle. Reminds me of popsicles. Yeah, who wants to suck on my finger? Enter Ben's joke. I just made a Ben joke. What's wrong with me? I'm not okay. I'm speedrunning games like Ben. No, I'm speedrunning nails like Ben speedruns games. Okay. Ready? Second coat. It's the goat. Don't forget to wrap the tip. Even if your nails are short, you can still do it, but then you just gotta clean up your fingertip. Don't pick it off in the shower. I'll send you to jail. You'll never be allowed to shower ever again if you do that. You pick off your nail polish in the shower, you're probably also picking your skin and your cuticles apart. Do you want nasty cuticles? I don't think so. Simply sassy today. It's that supplemented Canada energy drink I drank just for this. I made sure to drink the full can, which sometimes I don't do. I drink half of the can that's already like cut down on caffeine. But I drank the full one. It's like, I got a speed run. Okay, I see the super chat. I will read it after this. No distractions. Chat, what did I say? Do not distract me from getting a world record. I'm gonna be the world's first to achieve nail painting in this time. No one has ever done this before. No one. You cannot throw me off my game. Look at that. Getting perfectly close. In the air, like I just don't care. Second coat. No one can do it better than this. Okay, it's drying. Let it dry. Then we're gonna add a scattered HOLO taco. I'm closing the bottles. I'm closing the bottles. Which I could just not do, and I could do later. But always close your bottles when not in use, so they don't dry out. No one likes a crusty nail polish. I mean, I just add nail thinner if it gets a little crusty. Okay. We are drying, and I will read this super chat from Amber. Amber wanted to shout out the amazing HOLO Taco warehouse staff. My anniversary collection arrived in the UK on Wednesday. Insanely fast. Love the collection too. Thanks, Christine, and the HOLO Taco team. Thank you so much, Amber. Wait, how do you say Amber in British? I realize that's like a vowel combination with consonants. I don't know how to say in British. Thank you. I'm so happy that it arrived so quickly. Still dreaming of a gold scattered HOLO taco? Me too. How do you know that your nail polish is dry without touching it? You look at it. You look closely, okay? So when I first painted these, they looked wet because they were shiny. Now, every nail polish formula is different. Some dry down more matte naturally. Some dry down glossier. It just depends on the formula. Linear holos will dry down a little bit satiny. So it's already looking a bit dry. Like, I'd say the red and the orange are still kind of wet, but the pink and the magenta, to me, look drier. It's something you can just kind of eyeball with experience. Like, I don't need to touch this. And I wouldn't want to touch it because I don't want to accidentally create a little fingerprint. I don't want my fingerprints in this. This is not a crime scene. Touching your base coat's fine because, like, whatever, you're going to cover that up. But I wouldn't want to touch them. They still look a little shiny, but you can... In real life, you should have better eyesight and precision to be like, okay, it's not like wet glossy. It's just like satin. It's a little more satiny, shiny. Like, yes, I still see the light reflection. Smell it? I don't think that's how that works. Okay, ready? Try power washing them? Oh my god. Okay. Scattered HOLO taco, let's go. I know these two are dry, so I'm just gonna begin. Maximum efficiencies. Now, the other secret is don't do a super thick coat of your topper, because then you're just gonna like make the whole mani take longer to dry. I'm just doing a little thin coat, just a little dusting. Just a cute little galaxy on top of my sunset gradient Skittle. This is just a light little dusting, so pretty. Hollow on hollow. Maximum hollow aura. 100 XP. Like YouTube has in chat now, apparently. Ready? Last nail. Well, then we gotta do a glassy taco, but. Last nail art. Guys, look at this nail art I did in 2025. Isn't it amazing? 2019 Simply is shook. All right, we're done scattered taco. Now we wait just a little bit before glossy taco because you don't want to put glossy taco on wet nail polish. Because if you do that, you're just going to drag it up. Now, maybe you'll also get a bit of the base color in your brush of glossy taco, which is not always bad. Because sometimes even dry nail polish, you add a glossy taco, and then it can kind of, you'll see, let's say you're using one coat black, like there'll be a bit of black on the brush. That doesn't always mean, oops, your nail polish was too wet. Sometimes when you wet nail polish with something, when you wet dry nail polish with something wet, it just makes it wet and it picks it up. But that's not necessarily a sign of you fucking up. You know what I mean? You just gotta be a little careful. And then you just like wipe it off on a paper towel or a piece of paper. So that's not always a bad sign. Don't worry about that. But if your base polish is like literally coming up and making a dent because you're glossy taco, then you didn't wait long enough. But a little bit of excess color or sparkle on your brush is not the biggest deal. Just wipe that shit off. Simply has a tan. Yeah, it's fake. I rubbed it on a couple days ago. The Greater Good. Currently wearing Sky Lounge. Icon on board. Magnetic Taco. Perry Don't Bother Me. Precious Cargo. Wanderlust. Has a fish skittle. I didn't see it. I'll have to go on Instagram after this. It sounds absolutely stunning. Can I drop my BB No Money collab polish ideas in Discord? Mods, make sure you delete all messages relating to BB No Money. You can try. I don't know if anyone will agree with you, but go ahead. Okay, we're ready? We're ready? Last step, essential or jail, glossy taco. Careful, careful. Perfect. I waited the perfect amount of time. Nothing is dragging. Make sure you do everything. You coat everything. Even if you coat on your skin, you can just wipe that off. That's okay. But go all the way to the base of the cuticle. Protect the whole nail. Seal it all in. Helps prevent chipping. Makes it last longer. And also just looks better. That's what we're here for. We want our nails to look amazing. I will do a little bit of cleanup on this now. She's extra curvy. And last nail, ready? Okay, who has the timer? When I put this brush in the bottle, we're gonna stop the timer. Stop the timer. Stop the count. How long? How long did that take me? And time. 18 minutes? 12 hours. Get out of here. 18 minutes. 18 minutes and 12 seconds.
What do you think? What do you think?
New world record! I am the world's first nail artist to achieve a well done manicure in 18 minutes and 12 seconds. There's literally been no one else. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. That's a pretty skittle. Thank you, Blue Froggy. What's your favorite color? Froggy. Throw your wet nails in there like you just don't care. That's what I'm doing. Okay, quick recap of what I used. The quickest of recaps. Because I didn't do the final picture properly. Proper picture. Ready? Here's what she used. Magenta jelly, hot wire, pink, red licorice, orange drink, lemon sucker, scattered hollow taco on top, and glossy taco. Oh, and quick dry base as the base. She did that in 18 minutes and 12 seconds. So what this means to us, in conclusion, what we can gather from this very important live research is that you can reasonably, you should be able, with practice, caveat, with practice, the average person who has painted their nails for some time and, you know, doesn't have any other variables or constraints or ability constraints, should on average be able to paint one hand in under 20 minutes. So 2 hands in under 40 minutes? I don't know. We'll have to add additional research is required to determine how long it shall take to paint both hands, but at least one, you know, with a bit of a combo going on, not just one color. We did 2 coats of the base. We did a scattered hollow on taco. We also picked 5 different colors. You know, 20 minutes, it can be done. So don't tell me it takes you an hour to paint your nails. Anyone who says, oh, it takes me a full hour, liar. How old are you? 87? Sarah, how old are you? What is that? That's not on topic. Is age correlated? What is this question? But now the dry time? Dry time, yeah. Well, don't do anything for another 20 minutes. How's that? Don't touch anything. How are you so tan? It's fake tanner, and it was a purple one. So it doesn't make you orange, it makes you purple. But that works for my ghoulish pink skin tone. We're all 30-year-old ladies. Actually, that's the age of all of us. Yep. Statistically speaking, chat is 30 and a half years old, wears pajamas, takes 2 hours to do their nails, likes tea, stays home on New Year's, is 5'4". These are the statistics. We have done the research. Literally me. There you go. I just described so many of you on average. Yeah. All right. Well, was this the fastest stream ever? I don't know. How about now?